Hey everyone, Shadow Rockets here, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about study habits for self-help. Now, I know that everyone has different study habits, and I know some of you are in high school and may not even study or may have never studied before in your life, but I'm kind of here to talk about just thinking about it, considering it, and I know that whatever I say is not going to be your way, because everyone studies differently, like I said. My particular way is to just pound through it. I know some people like the method. I know my roommate Tidius Bowl likes to maybe study for an hour or 40 minutes. I think it's an hour though, or maybe an hour and a half or something, and then play for 20 minutes, and then that's it. Set an alarm for 20 minutes, cut yourself off, that's it. So I know that works really well for him, though I think in more recent times he's taken to just pounding down the books. Now I'm pretty much deciding this year that I'm going to just study as I go, and I know that's what you're supposed to do, just kind of read along, but I'm thinking I'm going to read my book, go to class, and then read that section again. Now that takes a lot of time, I know, but it's really just pounding it in your head, and then maybe a week before my exam, I'm going to read it all over again, because that's the way that you become a professional at something. You just keep going at it, keep reiterating it in your head or out loud, whatever, just reiterate it. See it happening over and over and over again, and practice problems and concepts. And that's just the way that I feel is just optimal. I have a very good memory, very, very strong memory, and yet I want to know everything this year. This year is my senior year in college. It's very important that I know a lot of this stuff, and so I'm just trying to be all that I can be at that. Now, I do know that, or I'm an avid supporter of reading or studying a little bit before you go to sleep, because then you retain the information a lot better. And I feel like that's a thing, because I've done it many a time now, and even if it's a placebo effect, it works. So I don't really care whether it's true or not, but it's working for me right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just live with that. You might want to try that out too. So try studying a little bit before you go to bed. I know I, for one, am also a morning person. I mean, I'm totally cool with staying up late at night, but I'm totally a morning person. Like, if I wake up in the morning, I could be super happy, super pumped, super excited for the day, get a lot of work done. So at the same time, like, I might do my practice problems at the beginning of the day, and then reading the concepts and whatnot at night, because math is my strong point. I can do math all day. Sorry, my allergies are starting to act up mid-session here. But, yeah, I mean, find your strengths, find your weaknesses, and focus on those. You know what you can do best. Don't be afraid to admit that you're bad at something. Or not necessarily bad at something, maybe just worse at something than another thing. I know I have the GRE coming up here shortly, because engineers have to take the GRE. And I know that the math is a high school level math. It's algebra and geometry, and so I'm not going to study that as much. I can do that. That's easy. But the English section, I've heard, is the hardest part, because they use words that no one's ever heard of before. So I'm probably going to read a dictionary here, and I will inform you on how that goes, but I think it's going to happen. I'm going to try to suffer through that, just to see the words, maybe recognize a word if I come across just a random weird word on the GRE. I'm thinking that if I had seen it before, it will help. Even if I don't remember the exact definition, I can use context clues, and maybe it'll pop up into my head. Just having seen the material before, though, is definitely going to help. So that's another thing to look for. Even if you can't, focus on a book, like a textbook, for too long, at least just skim through, and then before the exam, be sure to read it all, of course, but skimming through at least gets you acquainted with the information, and so that's gonna help you so much more. You're gonna see this reading, and you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I've seen this before, I know generally what this is. Highlighted terms are important in most books. If your books still highlight things, mine don't anymore, sadly, but I still know what to look for. Sometimes words are bolded, but you have a general idea of what's important, especially because your teacher goes over it in class. So after the class, you definitely know what's important to focus on. Or if he doesn't go over it, he or she doesn't go over it in class, then you know that it may not be on the exam, but it's still something to brush up on just in case, because I know some teachers that like you to go over the material on your own and don't necessarily want to teach you. As bad as an example as that is, they still like to let you teach yourself. Makes exams very difficult. Anyway, friends, I hope you like this commentary. I know that I didn't suggest too many ways to study, but actually, no, I think I did a pretty solid job at that today. So don't forget to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to hang out today, I'll be playing all day long. I do know that my classes are starting this week, so technically I'm putting this out on Monday. Sorry about that. I'm recording this a day early. Hey! But yes, I'm going to be struggling with classes, so probably going to be uploading a lot of my videos a little early, scheduling them to be released on time. So I'm really going to try to keep up this everyday uploads. I know the past 2 weeks has been kind of rough because of training week and moving week, so 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. working straight shifts, so that's kind of difficult to make this work with that, but I do have time during the school semester, so we're going to make this work, friends. Anyway, again, don't forget to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to just say hey in the comments below. Shadow Rockets out.